Meantime, a new report has found 2/3 of people are concerned about the cost of Christmas dinner this year amid the cost of living crisis. A survey by the Salvation Army also found almost 1 in 5 people expect to use items from a food bank this festive season. Can you believe that? Let's speak now to Lieutenant Colonel Pallant from the Salvation Army with us here in the studio. Hi, Dean. It's good to see you. Thanks very much indeed for joining us on the programme this morning. 1 in 5 people using a food bank?
That's what our survey has shown, and it mirrors what we're seeing on the ground, a huge increase in the number of people coming to us for food parcels and other support, and people who would never have normally expected to come to the Salvation Army. We're seeing nurses coming to our food banks. We are seeing people who are just saying, I used to donate to you. Thank you very much for the support you can give. And that's great. We want people to come. But there is an incredibly high level of anxiety. I think it's 80% of people over 65 are saying they're not sure how they can afford Christmas dinner. And so, yes, there's a problem, and there's also a significant level of stress and worry out there about the economic situation and personal finance.
Because, I mean, it's December this week. You know, Christmas is just a month away, and normally we get so excited about Christmas, you know, all the family around the table, lots of presents under the tree. That's not going to be the case for a lot of people.
No, I heard a heartbreaking story recently of a man who's been told by his family, we can't afford you to come this Christmas, and he was saying, I'm going to stay at home. And I think the message to people like that is, please don't stay at home. There are churches like the Salvation Army, there are charities, there are other faiths who want to welcome you in. We're also part of the Warm Welcome campaign of saying to people, if you want a warm place to come, a place where you'll be welcome, you'll be made to feel at home, come to the Salvation Army or come to one of the other places around the country. So I think we're trying to reach out to people, but also to thank people who are our financial supporters who help us to do this work, because that's also difficult for people at this time when everybody's under economic pressure at the moment.
So what do people do if they feel under pressure? They don't know what to do. They don't know. They're being told not to go to the family because they can't afford them to be around the table. How do you help them? What do you do? So
we partner with other people. The Salvation Army is in 600 places across communities across the country with our churches and our community centres. We've also got a network of life houses for people who are homeless, and so we reach out to the most vulnerable people on the streets. But we like working in partnerships. So in your town, in your city, in your neighbourhood, you'll find someone, you'll find a church, you'll find a community group, you may find the Salvation Army. Go and talk to them. We're not McDonald's, we don't do everything the same across the country, but reach out, and people really want to connect with you and try and help everybody through this Christmas season.
What about people who say, I'm not religious, I can't ask for any help from the Salvation Army?
Yeah, we've been around 155 years, and we look after people irrespective of religion. And yes, Christmas is a Christian season, and it's a celebration, and we want it to be joyful. We want people to celebrate the birth of Jesus, but everybody is welcome, and there's no pressure. Certainly, you know, if there's a cup of tea, a bit of cake, or whatever it is, you'll be very, very welcome.
People going to food banks, because I know from my own experience of, you know, working in them, people are embarrassed and they don't want to do it.
Yeah. We really don't just want to hand out food. We want a relationship with someone. We want to try and find out, how can we help you? Now, the Salvation Army's also got employment services to help people get work, debt to help you if you've got your financial problems. So there's all sorts of wraparound services, or we can refer you to other partners in your community who can help. So I think it's if you're facing difficulty, it might be that we can give you a Christmas toy for your children this year. Reach out, see how we can work together with you, and in a partnership, I think we can solve this.
And people who want to support the Salvation Army, how do they do that?
Our website, salvationarmy.org.uk. Be delighted to receive donations. Thank you very much.
OK, it's good to see you. Merry Christmas.
Oh, well, not too
Maybe
early.
a little bit early yet, but let's
Happy
say
Christmas
it anyway.
to you too.
Yes,
Thank you,
nice
Kate.
to see you. Thank you very much. Thank you.